what you want to do is get to the core of the reaction that you're having. So basically, you're getting onto a thought cycle, which is creative, which is focused very much on what you don't want. So you're imagining the worst case scenario. So there is a core belief that causes that for you to actually think like that. So it's worthwhile writing down, when I do this, I end up thinking this, and then I think this, and then I think that. So you're actually, rather than going to just avoid it and distract yourself from it, you're going to look right into the heart of it. You're going to feel really uncomfortable and go there, as if you are someone else watching over Angela who can read Angela's mind. So imagine yourself watching Angela, watching that shift where you're starting to think their thoughts, and then this thought goes to this thought, goes to this thought, and it all becomes a catastrophe in your mind, and write it out for what it is. So you might say, whenever I'm home alone, for example, and I'm lying in bed, or I wake up at 2 o'clock, this is what I think, and this is how I feel, and then I think this, and really go through it. And then ask yourself, what belief do I have that makes me think that? You know, and all sorts of things can come up. So, for example, when I did this many, many years ago, because I would sabotage myself whenever I was getting close to a lot of success, what I discovered for me is that I learned at a very young age, which is a false belief, of course, but I believed if I was too successful, people didn't like me. So that came up very strongly for me, because I got punched in the face in year 10, because you could see our home from the school. So she called me a rich bitch and punched me in the face. So I got real physical pain as a result of my family having a nice house. So I learned at a very young age, just keep it cool, fly under the radar, don't be too successful. And of course that can stop you from actually expressing your full potential. So, you know, being in this fear state is bringing up an old belief. It can be of yours from when you were young. It can be related to the circumstances you went through with your dad and your dad's business and all of those sorts of things. And it can even be from ancestors. But you'll get clear on it if you are brave enough to go there and actually look at it until you get to the answer of what comes up. And then you'll be able to choose to not feel that way anymore. Like you won't agree with the belief. The belief that comes up, intellectually you won't agree with it. But once you see it for what it is, it will be easier for you to let it go.